You looked cool. Cooler than I thought you would, anyway. Just a little. Well, anyway, you saved me, so I guess I'll reward you. What do you wish? Just tell me. I want that spiritual stone! You mean the spiritual stone of water, Zora's sapphire, don't you? My mother gave it to me, and said I should give it only to the man who will be my husband. You might call it the Zora's engagement ring. Alright. I'll give you my most precious possession, Zora's sapphire. You obtained Zora's sapphire! This is the spiritual stone of water passed down by the Zoras. Her most precious possession. You don't know what she's talking about! Link doesn't know anything that anybody says. But you finally collected all 3 spiritual stones. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Go back to see Princess Zelda. Don't tell my father. Hey guys, it's the Melblade 5 with Max Moore, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Last time, we went through all of the insides of Lord Jabu Jabu's belly, to my surprise as well, and defeated the bioelectric anemone Baronade. And now that we have the Zora Sapphire, I'm first gonna do some side quest stuff, and then we're gonna continue with plot. It's gonna be a bit of a hybrid episode. But starting off, you can go back into Jabu Jabu's belly if you so wish. I'm pretty sure the only reason you would want to is if you missed any of the gold Skulltulas. But if you were playing like I was, you should have gotten them all anyway, so it's not really that big of an issue. But before cutting, you can find Ruto next to her dad here. Did my most precious possession help you in your quest? It hasn't done anything for us yet. Oh, and there's a Sheikah stone back here? I never knew that. At Zora's River, there was this log here that I could stand on. I ignored this before because we couldn't really do anything with it at the time. Some frogs are looking at you from under the water, but now I can't do anything about it. What I wanted to do here is, at this part with the frogs, if you pull out your ocarina, I said pull out the ocarina, and then play a song for them. It can be any song you want. One of them will suddenly grow larger. Young lad, you play the ocarina well. That melody is so fine. Ribbit. We all should practice it, Ribbit. Take rupees as a souvenir. If you come up with another nice melody, please drop by and play it, Ribbit, Ribbit. You get 50 rupees for each song you play. Now, this is a bit interesting. You have to play a different song each time. And, I believe the Scarecrow song doesn't count, which is also the reason why I'm not finishing this. If you play 5 different songs to them so that they all grow large, you will get a piece of heart. Obviously I won't be able to finish it right now because of that restriction, because I've only got really 4 proper songs, when obviously not counting the Scarecrow song, because I'm pretty sure it doesn't count. I'm gonna save that for later. I just felt like pointing out right now because I just need the rupees because I want to buy more magic beans, and just so, you know, make a note of that later. Returning to Lake Hylia, I'm not gonna do the thing I was mentioning before yet, because again, I hate it so much. If I had 3 pieces of heart, I probably would do it, but I don't. So, yo, I just want to save my sanity. There's this building over here. This is actually a laboratory. We can't really do anything here right now, but there is this spot we can plant the magic beans, and that'll be important later on. But for the outside of the laboratory... Oh no, I see you over there, Gapora, and I'm not gonna deal with your shit. If it's nighttime here, then a gold Skulltula appears on the wall of the laboratory from the perspective of the bridge, and I'm going to completely ignore Gapora, And I'm obviously going to collect that token using the boomerang because there's no other way to get it. Now, heading off to the northern part of Lake Hylia, which connects back to Hyrule Field, there is one thing that did not come up in my sort of like little reading for preparation for the episode when we first got here. So I didn't know this at the time, and this is actually something that kind of always just eludes me. This is something that I almost always forget about. And also, speaking of things I forgot about, I needed to mention that I played another song for the frogs. I played Saria's song, which is why I've got like so many more rupees now after buying 2 magic beans. But go to this spot. I gotta pull out bombs for this. You just throw a bomb randomly. It's like in the middle here, and these like big fences we can't do anything. Okay, that works. That creates a hole. Those big metal fences we can't jump over, which just blocks our entrance here from Hyrule Field. But there's a Deku merchant here. And if we defeat him... Alright, you win. In return for sparing me, I will sell you a piece of heart. 1 piece, 10 rupees it is. Yes, you get a piece of heart from one of these guys for a very cheap price. I had 9 rupees left after spending all my money on the magic beans, so that's why I decided to get money from the frogs to deal with that. Yeah, that's a piece of heart that I almost always forget about, because there are other holes you can find around Hyrule Field, and by the way, you can go over these fences. We can't actually go back from this way now. I jumped down. There are a bunch of those holes around Hyrule Field with little secrets in them, but that's obviously the most important one. The other ones, they aren't that important. You can find things like cows, which give you Lon milk. That's about it, really. So as such, I just always kind of forget about that one. That's generally one of the last ones I ever end up getting in the game. But now I'm gonna have to walk the long way to what I want to do next. Oh god, I was hoping this wouldn't happen! Those little buds that you can find around Hyrule Field, those are enemies! They are P-Hats! Of course they appeared in Skyward Sword and Twilight Princess, but in those games, they were more just there to assist you. Here, they're just straight up enemies that will attack you, and they're very, very large. They mainly just chase after you and try to cut you with the little spiky wings, I guess, or leaves, or whatever, on the sides that make them fly like helicopters. And they can shoot little versions, but as long as you just keep moving, you shouldn't really have much to worry about. Returning to Kakariko Graveyard at night. There's a gold Skulltula on the wall here the whole time, and obviously we couldn't do anything about it because we didn't have the boomerang to collect the token. But not anymore! The same could be said about Death Mountain, where there was this wall I could destroy here, and I noticed in editing when first going up Death Mountain that I heard a gold Skulltula in there, and I tried to get it in an earlier attempt at recording episode 7, but I noticed it was too high for me to reach, so I knew I had to get the boomerang gun back for it. Because you are right over there, you annoying prick. There's also a gold Skulltula right on the way back from going to Death Mountain, Kakariko Village. I actually did not know about this one. I just noticed it as I was coming back. And in an ironic twist of fate, there is a gold Skulltula literally just outside of the House of Skulltula. They could have easily destroyed this one and removed a part of the curse, if, you know, they weren't already turned into giant Skulltulas, but now we got way more than 10. So we can go claim our first reward, and I believe it is the one. Yes, you are normal again. The curse has been broken. Thank you. Here's a reward for you. You got an adult's wallet. Adults are allowed to carry a lot of money. Now you can hold up to 200 rupees. Very, very worth your time, because the child wallet has such a tight rupee restriction. Now, with all the side quest stuff I wanted to do out of the way, let's finally return to Princess Zelda to give her the free spiritual stones. And I made sure it was daytime for this, not only so I wouldn't have to deal with enemies, but to also show that, come on. No matter what time it is, things get very dark and stormy around here. Ugh, I lost her. You, over there, little kid. You must have seen the white horse gallop past just now. Which way did it go? Answer me! So, you think you can protect them from me? You've got guts, kid. You want a piece of me? Very funny. I like your attitude. Pathetic little fool! Do you realize who you are dealing with? I am Ganondorf, and soon I will rule the world! My god, he just popped out of existence! He's a ghost! Everybody's a ghost in this world! Well, if we were paying attention during the cutscene, we would notice that Zelda threw something our way and it landed into the moat. So let's see exactly what that is. If I can, if the game will let me dive. You found the Ocarina of Time! This is the royal family's hidden treasure which Zelda left behind. It glows with a mystical light.
Link, can you hear me? It's me, Zelda. Link, when you hold this ocarina in your hand, I won't be around anymore. I wanted to wait for you, but I couldn't delay any longer. At least I could leave you the ocarina and this melody.
You've learned the Song of Time.
Now, Link, play this melody in front of the altar in the Temple of Time. You must protect the Triforce.
Now, I could go back and play for the frogs, but I kind of don't want to break up the tension of this episode so far. So I'm just going to keep on with the progress. Now the Ocarina of Time kind of just overwrites the Fairy Ocarina, so we don't have anything to remember Saria by anymore, but I kind of turned her into a creepy stalker anyway, so maybe that's a good thing. But, we don't know where the Temple of Time is, unless, obviously, you're like me and have played this game before, well, technically 3D, but you know what I mean. So I already know where it is. It is this big-ass church over here. And I guess I wanted to kind of just give a little bit of trivia, I guess, before we go in. It's not much. Ganondorf kind of has a voice actor in this game, even though there's no spoken dialogue, just for when, like, he sort of grunts and that. And obviously, as you know, in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, they brought back Ganondorf's design from this game. And as such, They actually got his voice actor from this game to reprise the role in Ultimate. Literally 20 years later. And oddly enough, I've also found out that since 2004, he's been the voice of Donkey Kong. Random as hell! But we are in the Temple of Time. And fittingly enough, the altar has little spots for each spiritual stone that we have. There are 3 hollows and an inscription here. Ye who owns 3 spiritual stones, stand with the Ocarina of Time and play the Song of Time. That is how the inscription reads. Oh, you know what it said! And hopefully you haven't forgotten how to play the Song of Time at this point. Now with the door of time open, we can head to this all too familiar sight. Link, isn't that... It's that legendary blade. The Master Sword! Well, as we've done every single time so far, when you find the Master Sword, you gotta pull it out. Excellent work. As I thought, you held the keys to the door of time. You have led me to the gates of the sacred realm. Yes, I owe it all to you, kid.